You're listening to Tech Talks, the new podcast from Broadcast Tech. My name's Jake Bickerton, and I'm the editor of Broadcast Sport and Broadcast Tech magazines. BT Sport Chief Operating Officer Jamie Hindhaugh joins me for today's Broadcast Tech Talks to talk about the broadcaster moving from its Stratford studio to something it's calling decentralised remote production during the pandemic. This enables it to produce new presenter-led formats with all the crew and presenters working from home. Hi Jamie, can you start by saying what your job entails at BT Sport?
So hi Jake, I'm Chief Operating Officer of BT Sport. What does that mean? It basically means I run the operational scheduling, digital teams, supporting production, managing our day-to-day output of our network of channels, online and on linear, and also lead on the innovation strategy that keeps BT Sport relevant and credible with its audiences.
I guess the best place to start off with BT Sport is to look at the decentralised remote production, because that's at the heart of everything you're now enabling with your new presenter-led formats.
The first thing that we had to do when we started going into this journey was look at how we get the 400 odd people that work at Stratford to be able to work remotely and create a virtual BT Sport Stratford. So we had to create new workflows, we've had to create new governance procedures, we've had to create new protocols, we've had to implement training, all of which we've done in the last 3 weeks. BT Sport is still functioning exactly as you saw it before, but the scheduling is being done at home, the compliance is being done at home, the editing is being done at home, media management is being done at home. What we then did is took a gallery and virtualized that gallery and stripped it into a kit of parts that were then disseminated across the UK. So you've got a PA sat in a bedroom, you've got a director sat in a garage, a vision mixer sat in his dining room. So they've all got decompartmentalized parts of those galleries in their homes, all joined up either over broadband or 4G. We've also got operations for both play out and for doing live EVS. We've got remote graphics coming in.
How did you manage to do that and get everything to work? Did you have to liaise with different manufacturers, or did it just all slot into place?
A lot of it was trial and error. A lot of it was things like the EVS playout, and that is just working through the concepts. And the biggest challenge, Jake, is security, is how you're accessing through the firewall into a system, who you're enabling to do that, and how you control it. The first live test we did, I did a live broadcast on BT Sport to everyone who works at BT Sport. So I did it as a live TV show with BT inserts, live Q&A, me from my bedroom here in Dorset. And it went really well, but that was the point where actually does all of this work, and it did.
So what sort of shows are you able to create during lockdown?
We are producing 7 live shows a week that are topical and relevant, and they range from the early kickoff, which is in our usual slot on a Saturday morning with Jake Humphrey and guests, to the greatest race with MotoGP, which is about audience participation, choosing the best race. The team have done a phenomenal job there. Football's not on with Ian Stone, Mizali. That escapism that is football based, it's an old series we used to do, but we want to take people away from the current situation for a while and allow them to just forget a little bit, because it's so tough at the moment. Everything we are creating, whether it is new innovative workflows, whether it is new program concepts, my absolute final clear instruction is this has to be for keeps. Most of the formats are trying to build around where our marquee rights are, where our audience are. So the greatest races is another great example, because Sundays is normally when we have the MotoGP races. How can we use what we have? How can we add a topical relevance to it? And how can we make sure this is cross-platform, that this is driving engagement with our audiences and creating a conversation at this time?
What about esports? Does BT Sport have plans to show more of these while there are no live sports to cover?
Most people who enjoy esports get it for free on Twitch or YouTube or what have you. And therefore, is there a role for us? We are at the moment looking at a format which has an e-gaming element, but it's more about the protagonists, the banter, that sort of thing, but with that as the hook.
Are you seeing more demand from your audience for sports docs? You created a schedule of original BT Sport films for April, Are these good gap fillers?
When you're stuck in isolation, you want a bit of an escapism. A film or a drama is something that's there when you're assuming there's no live sport. So it's important for us that we show we have relevant content on our network. We've done some of those. If you look at the list of films there, a lot of them haven't been on BT Sport for quite a number of years, so we've actually re-cleared them all. BT Sport films, we've actually stepped up our production of them, and we have a mix of in-house produced, or we commission and co-produce about 50% of them. So yes, it's an opportunity to put in the schedules to have relevant content that people enjoy, and for those people who missed them the first time round, the thing that's really exciting me at the moment is everything we're doing is going to enable us become that more open, inclusive broadcaster, and also really important, more sustainable as regards the environment. The strength of what we do is take the positives out of what is a negative, and to be ambitious to change things and be in control of how we change things, which is really hard in the current pandemic where people feel out of control. We have ambition, and we're looking at the longer term about how this will make our business even stronger.
Take care,
okay, mate. I'll see you soon. Look after yourself.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Broadcast Tech Talks podcasts. Subscribe now, and I'll see you next time.